Hello everyone. So I am actually doing the following the recipe for my snacks this week. One of my snacks is going to be the apples and cinnamon granola, which is in our breakfast and snacks recipes. So you can go and check it out. So I just wanted to share with you guys how I actually make it. So this is a pretty quick video in terms of directions. I'm not going with quantities. I just want you guys to see it so you get the right instructions and you can do it. But before all that, I want to take a moment and acknowledge our challenger of the week. So I wanted to announce that Amarilis is our challenger of the week. I'm so proud of your consistency throughout this entire time. You have not been able to lose track of everything, even though you have had your setbacks. No matter what, you continue going on daily basis, and that says a lot about your commitment. And this is why you've seen more and more better results, which is why consistency is key. So I really wanted to acknowledge you here and congratulate you. You're doing an amazing job. I'll be contacting you a little later so we can go over the details for your gift that I'll be mailing you this week. Congratulations. So, okay, let's go back to the recipe. I don't want to get you guys all too tired. So, the recipe is right here. I actually have it because I don't want to forget the ingredients, but they're already mixed up pretty much. Not all of them. So, what I do is, it says to preheat the oven at 325 degrees. If you see a little bit of pots, it's because I'm meal prepping as well. So, since I'm doing the snacks for the week, obviously, you're going to see a lot of pots. So, it's at 325 degrees there. I'm using this baking pan, and this is the parchment paper. So for those of you who are not kitchen friendly or actually, too savvy in the kitchen, this is parchment paper. That's what people use to bake cookies and things like that. So you put a pan and you just put it in there. You don't have to add anything. You just make it fit in there. So after that, you come and you in this small pan, I actually use these to mix things up. You add the 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. The coconut oil that I use is this, since I always buy at BJ's. And I use this maple syrup. It says either raw honey or 100% pure maple syrup. I got this one from Trader Joe's. So that's the one that I use. So 1/4 of a cup. I use these for everything, since they are great to measure. These are measuring the cup sizes, and this is the tablespoons and teaspoons quantities. So I always recommend these. I got them at TJ Maxx. They were so cheap. So if you struggle with how to actually add the right quantities, go and get them. They sell them anywhere. So yeah. So I already mixed everything up for like around 2 minutes until everything melted together, and then I added 1 teaspoon of uh, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. The one I use, I buy it at I'm obsessed with Trader Joe's. I'm sorry, at BJ's, because it's bigger and I use it constantly. So more for my money. I'm all about that, but also quality. And then it tells you that you have to add the. Let me see. Okay. So you combine the oats, walnuts. I actually chop my walnuts, cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. I already added the cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves by what the quantities were. And I just need to add the walnuts. And this time I'm adding pecans because I love these. I love the nutty flavor. So I'm adding this. It also said to chop a medium apple, so that's why they both here, because I chopped them together. So I'm mixing this up right. It says to mix it up. I use these, but whatever it is that you have, the reason why I use these is because they don't get thick by other mixtures. And then it says, and I added the salt as well. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. I also added the salt. The salt that I use, I also get it at PJ. This is getting crazy. At BJ's as well. Okay, so I mix it up. And then, okay, now I'm going to add the mixture. This. And I'm gonna make sure that everything is mixed really well. So everything gets stick together since we're having a granola bar, right? So I'm mixing it up, mixing it up, mixing it up. It looks pretty good. This is looking yummy. Yummy in my tummy. And I'm going to add the apples now. After I have to make sure that everything is sticks together. So what I do is I add, I don't know if you can see it, but that's pretty much it. It's kind of sticky now because they're sticking together. So I'm making sure everything is pretty much there. Now I'm adding the apples. It says add the apples and raisins and mix it until evenly coated. Honestly, I hate raisins, so I won't be adding raisins to this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to substitute it with cranberry, but that is my choice. You can do whatever floats your boat. That's who I am. Since I'm very savvy in the kitchen, I know what flavors can go with what. So for this, I'm choosing dry cranberries from Trader Joe's as well. See, I'm right now from Trader Joe's. So the quantity that we have for that, I'm adding it. So which is half a cup of raisins. The same quantity that we added for the maple syrup. And I'm mixing everything up. Here it is. Let me see. This is pretty much it. I'm going to mix it up a little bit more. And I'm just going to add it to the baking pan. Okay, so now it will be in the baking pan. It says to press it down. And that's what I'm doing. You don't have to add coconut spray to this since it has the oil already in the mixture. So this is what you're going to do. So I'm following through the recipe. Okay. If you hear crazy noise in the background, you remember that I'm a mommy. Okay, so I'm putting it, I'm letting it sit evenly. Sorry, Jacob is acting up as usual. When he's up, we get very unpredictable moments. The mommies can relate to me, I know. So, okay. So here we have it. Evenly coated. Looks great, right? So I'm gonna put it in the oven for 325 degrees. Like I said, it's already preheated for 25 to 30 minutes. I have to make sure that I mix it up. I have to go in from time to time. Every like 10-15 minutes, mix it up. So, and then what it's going to do, so everything can get more crispy. Once you leave it outside, you will see that once it gets cold, it cools down, it will get more crispy. That is the trick to that. So, I will be sharing with you the end result when this is done. See you in a little bit. Hey there. So, I put it out of the oven, and this is the end result. It tastes amazing. So good. Look, it's hard already. So once it gets cold, you let it sit, and it gets cooler. Right away, it gets stuck. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to place it in my container, and I'll be eating out throughout the week. So this was the recipe. I hope you guys can make this. This is amazing, and it's a thousand better choice than doing it than buying the packaged ones. You are getting low calories. You are getting real ingredients, nothing added or whatever to keep them fresh. This is the best way to do it. It takes only like 15 minutes to mix up. Put it in the oven for half an hour, mix it up a little bit, and you bring it out. It's so simple to do, and you save a lot of money. That's on top of everything. So it's a win-win situation. I hope my recipe really helps you guys so you can do this. And I'm looking forward to see if you get to do it. Just give me some feedback. Thank you.